Hey everyone, it is Tea Time with the Diva. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, because we're going to get into it. This tea time is dedicated to baby Emmanuel Haro. You know, a couple months ago, I believe it was a couple months ago, his parents made a 911 call claiming he was kidnapped. But their story fell apart quickly afterwards when the police started to investigate. Eventually, they arrested the mother and father on murder charges, even though they did not have baby Emmanuel's body. And now the father has pleaded guilty to unaliving the baby. Now the mother is standing to her stance, saying she had nothing to do with it. So she's sticking to her not guilty plea. Both of them initially said not guilty, but now the father is saying that yes, I did it. He's guilty. They're still looking for baby Emmanuel's body, and unfortunately, I really hope they do, but I think they're not going to find his body because when this first happened, I felt like the mother and father threw him out, or the father threw him out in the trash. And that trash, you know, when they come pick up your garbage, they take it to like a landfill. And I think it's a wrap. It's super sad, but we do know for sure that baby Emmanuel's life was taken by the hands of his own father, who should have never been on the street because he abused his other child from a different relationship. It's just crazy the people that the justice system set free and the ones they decide don't deserve another chance. Let me share a screen so we could get into this story a little bit more.
You can see right behind me, there is a memorial for baby Emmanuel. And as you said it, today his father admitted to killing him. We spoke with a man who was inside the courtroom and witnessed the guilty plea.
I was shocked. Not only was Jake crying, Rebecca was crying, but as I looked around the courtroom, there was tears everywhere.
Riverside County resident Don Cato says it was a surprise to everyone in the courtroom when Jake Mitchell Haro suddenly pleaded guilty to murdering his baby boy Emmanuel.
As he was crying, he said, I want to plead guilty. And I was sitting on the side behind Rebecca, and she was shocked as well. She's rocking back and forth, and she was like, my baby, my baby.
People from all over Southern California came out to help search for the 7-month-old baby last August after his parents went on the news pleading for his safe return.
I'm begging you, please, bring my son back to me.
Haro entered the guilty plea on Thursday during a felony settlement conference at the Hall of Justice in Riverside. He admitted to murder, child endangerment, and filing a false police report.
It's highly unusual for a suspect in the murder case to plead guilty without testing the evidence in the case, and so quickly after being charged.
Criminal law attorney Dimitri Gorin, who is not involved in this case, believes Haro may have incriminated himself during a police interrogation and decided to plead guilty to avoid the risk of a longer prison sentence.
If I was his lawyer and I had a client accepting a guilty plea so early on, and if he also helped the investigation, I would ask for the minimal possible sentence and try to reduce what he's facing based on his cooperation in the case.
Rebecca Haro continues to maintain her innocence. She has not changed her plea and still faces charges of murder and filing a false police report.
The ultimate closure, as you see here, would be to actually bring baby Emmanuel home to give him a proper resting.
And that is what a lot of people are hoping for. Now, Rebecca's preliminary hearing has been set for November 3rd, and that is the same date that Jake Haro, will be sentenced. We also reached out to the prosecution for comment. They chose not to comment on this case. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
And Gina, we know the mother had made that heartfelt plea to the media and the public for help. Do we know anything more about the mother and ties to this guilty plea?
We don't. We know that she is still saying she is not guilty. And as you heard from the witness, he said that she was shocked and she was crying and rocking back and forth, my baby, my baby. So at this point, we don't know what's going to happen in her situation.
Well, Your Honor had he pled guilty, but I wonder if, and during his plea, he said, listen, let my wife go. She had nothing to do with this. He must not have said that because they still, you know, I think they lowered her charges a little bit, but she still has charges against her. So justice served. Emmanuel Haro's dad, Jake, pleads guilty to murder 2 months after wife claimed Tot was kidnapped in parking lot. Jake is expected to be sentenced on November the 3rd, which is a couple weeks from now, right? The dad of missing Tyler, Emmanuel Haro, has pleaded guilty to murder 2 months after his Tot vanished. Jake Mitchell Haro, 32, and his wife Rebecca, 41, initially claimed their 7-month-old son was kidnapped from a parking lot in August before they were arrested for killing him a month later. May he rest in peace, baby Emmanuel. Jake and his wife Rebecca Renee Haro, 41, were charged with felony murder with malice and filing a false police report after they reported little Emmanuel missing on August the 14th. Both Jake and Rebecca pleaded not guilty when they were first charged. However, the father changed his plea to guilty to second-degree murder, and maybe they're leaving her with first degree, and since he pled guilty, they're giving him second degree, and is expected to be sentenced on November 3rd. Rebecca pleaded not guilty to an amended criminal complaint. The amended complaint details were not made public. Jake and Rebecca also shared a 2-year-old child who was taken into custody by Riverside County Child Protective Services, police say. Authorities are still searching for Emmanuel's body and ask anyone with information to contact San Bernardino County Sheriff's Homicide Detail at 909-890-4904 or submit an anonymous tip to We Tip. But he pleaded guilty. Can he not just do us a favor and just tell us where baby Emmanuel is so that they won't have to, just have people calling into this hotline? He would know best. He's the one that did it. Just tell where baby Emmanuel is so someone out there can give baby Emmanuel a proper burial. After Emmanuel disappeared, Rebecca claimed that she had been attacked while changing her son's diaper in the parking lot of a store in the San Bernardino County community in California. The mother said she was attacked and knocked unconscious. I woke up on the floor. See, that floor part in the very beginning of this story, people kept pointing this out to me when I first did it. They said floor. She said floor, Diva, not the ground. I wonder if when this happened, her husband is the one that perhaps knocked her out. She was on the floor in her home, and then the next thing she know, her son was gone. And my son was gone, she said in a previous interview to Fox affiliate KTTV. The couple begged the public for help finding their missing son. In on-air interviews, Rebecca had a black eye as she held missing posters for her son. However, investigators quickly noticed inconsistencies in Rebecca's story, and the couple stopped cooperating, according to authorities. The parents were arrested on suspicion of murder on August the 22nd. They were officially charged a few days later. The disappearance of Emmanuel Haro. California cops are still searching for Emmanuel Haro. His mom, Rebecca, claimed her 7-month-old son was snatched after being ambushed while changing his diaper, but she and her husband, Jake, now face murder charges. On August the 14th, Emmanuel's mom reports him missing. She claims she was attacked near a Big Five sporting goods store in, Ucapa? August 15, San Bernardino cops issued a statement saying the search for Emmanuel is ongoing. They revealed that he has not been found. August the 16th, cops say they cannot rule out foul play. August the 17th, police visit the Haro family home. August the 18th, police say they have conducted extensive searches in Ucapa and Cabazon areas. They also revealed that a large amount of surveillance footage has been revealed. August 19th, San Bernardino cops probe an alleged sighting of Emmanuel. Police have also seized a car belonging to Emmanuel's dad, Jake. August 20th, cops say Emmanuel still hasn't been found. Police also received they are probing a fire that broke out near the Haro family home. I wonder if they burned them. Oh my God. August 21st, 1 week since Emmanuel was reported missing, cops search her home in the Cottonwood Avenue area. August 27th, Jake and Rebecca are arrested and face murder charges. Police continue to search for little Emmanuel. August 24th, Jake, wearing prison overalls, joined cops as they search an area near the 60 freeway in Moreno Valley. Emmanuel still hasn't been found. So that's when I thought, when that happened and they were searching that area and the father was with them, I thought he had confessed then. And that's why they was looking in that particular area. August 26th, Rebecca and Jake appear in court for the first time. They are formally charged with murder and filing a false police report. Based on the evidence, investigators determined a kidnapping did not occur. The sheriff's department said in a statement following the arrest, it is believed Emmanuel is deceased and the search to recover his remains is ongoing. On August 26th, the couple appeared in court for less than 5 minutes where they were set with $1 million bail. The following day, officials said during a press conference that they believe Emmanuel's murder was preventable in numerous ways. Oh, it was, because that father should have never been like free. He should have been behind bars for the first incident with his first kid. The following in this case reflects our belief that baby Emmanuel was abused over time and that eventually because of that abuse, he succumbed to those injuries, Riverside County District Attorney Michael said. Experienced child abuser. During the press conference about Emmanuel's death, the sheriffs called Jake an experienced child abuser who should have gone to prison. In 2021, the father was convicted of child cruelty after a baby girl was admitted to a hospital with multiple broken bones in 2018. The baby girl reportedly suffered rib and skull fractures and a brain hemorrhage. Authorities responded to Jake's home, where the father told them that he accidentally dropped her while bathing her. Jake was arrested and pleaded guilty to felony charge endangerment. The father was sentenced to 4 years of felony probation. He was also ordered to serve 180 days in jail on a work release program. The sheriff blamed the criminal system for Emmanuel's death and called the judge's sentencing an outrageous error in judgment. If that judge had done his job as he should have done, Emmanuel would be alive today. Well, Emmanuel wouldn't even be here because Jake, the father, wouldn't have been out on jail for Emmanuel to for Emmanuel to be born, with Rebecca. So this man should have never been able to procreate and have another child with anybody. It's super sad. I really do hope that my theory is wrong and that they do find baby Emmanuel's remains and that the public, because I know they will give baby Emmanuel a proper burial. This is super sad, but I think they probably either burnt him or they probably even threw him out in the trash, and that's why he could be in a field where they take all the trash. But at this point, it's been since August now, and this is October. Oh God, it's super sad. Anyway, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next video.